Here's the complete script for 10 protein shakes that fail their own label claims. Walk into any grocery store and you'll see it everywhere. 30 grams of protein, 0 sugar, premium quality. But what if the number on the label isn't the number in the bottle? What if the shake you're drinking after every workout is quietly shortchanging you, bottle after bottle, month after month? This isn't a rumor. It's a pattern that independent testing organizations have documented for over a decade. Groups that specialize in verifying supplement claims have repeatedly found gaps between what's printed on protein shake labels and what actually shows up when the contents are analyzed in a lab. Some of those gaps involve protein content falling short. Others involve contamination nobody asked for. Here's why this keeps happening. Protein supplements in the United States are regulated far more loosely than most people assume. Unlike prescription drugs, they don't require pre-market approval. Companies self-certify their own labels. That means the burden of accuracy falls almost entirely on the manufacturer's honesty, not on a government agency checking every batch before it hits shelves. But that's only part of the story. The bigger issue is something called protein spiking. It's a manufacturing shortcut where companies add cheap amino acids like glycine or taurine that trick standard lab tests into reading a higher protein number than what's actually there. The test measures nitrogen content, and these amino acids are nitrogen-rich, but nutritionally almost worthless compared to real protein. So the label says 30 grams. The test says 30 grams. But your body isn't getting anywhere close to that in usable protein. And this is where things get interesting. It's not just about being shorted on protein. Independent lab analyses conducted by consumer testing groups have also found detectable levels of heavy metals, including lead, arsenic, and cadmium, in a notable percentage of protein powders and shakes tested, particularly plant-based formulas. The amounts vary widely between products, and not every brand tested poorly. But the variation itself is the problem. There's no way to tell from the label alone which product falls into the safer range and which one doesn't. There's another detail most shoppers miss. Many protein shake companies rely on third-party certification seals to build trust, seals like NSF, Certified for Sport, or Informed Choice. These programs genuinely do test products more rigorously. But here's the catch. Certification isn't automatic or permanent. A company can certify one product line while leaving others completely untested. Consumers often assume the whole brand is vetted when really it's a single product, tested once, at one point in time. So what does this mean for the shake in your fridge right now? This is where the investigation gets serious. The takeaway isn't that all protein shakes are dangerous or fraudulent. Most brands are producing exactly what they claim, but the ones that aren't tend to hide behind the same tactics. Vague ingredient lists, proprietary blends that don't disclose exact amounts, marketing language emphasizing purity without any third-party verification to back it up. The practical fix is simple, even if it takes a few extra minutes at the store. Look for actual third-party testing seals, not just marketing claims. Check whether the company publishes lab results publicly, which reputable brands increasingly do, and be skeptical of any protein shake using proprietary blend language instead of a clear ingredient breakdown, since that vagueness is often where the gap between label and reality hides. The real lesson from this investigation is that nutrition labels on supplements aren't guaranteed truths. They're claims, and claims deserve scrutiny, especially in a category that polices itself. The most protected consumers aren't the ones who trust the boldest label. They're the ones who know which questions to ask before the product ever reaches their cart. If this changed how you'll read a protein label next time you shop, that's exactly the point. Let me know in the comments which brand surprised you the most, and if you found this useful, consider subscribing for more investigations like this one.